Basketball friends, I'm a Lakers fan and I bring you updated news. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. In the NBA, not all signings are successful, and the Lakers invested in Alex Len, but the player produced nothing for the Lakers and coach J.J. Redick took Alex Len out of the rotation. The most correct thing to do would be to release the player, as he cannot be counted on in the playoffs. The Lakers will release Alex Len and want to sign center Trey Jemison III. The long wait is over, and the NBA playoffs are here. The Los Angeles Lakers finished the regular season as the third seed and will have home court advantage for the first time since they won the title in 2020. Their hopefully long postseason run will kick off on Saturday against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Head coach J.J. Redick has been perfecting the rotation since the trade deadline that saw blockbuster changes to the Lakers roster. The playoffs are especially unforgiving, so the Lakers can't afford to make any obvious rotation mistakes if they want to win the title. One of those mistakes would be playing Alex Len. Lakers can't give Alex Len any minutes in the playoffs. Going up against the Timberwolves, there will be an argument to play Len for some minutes to go up against Rudy Gobert. Minnesota deploys a three-headed big man rotation consisting of Gobert, Naz Reid, and Julius Randle. The Lakers don't have any center depth behind Jackson Hayes, so there will be times when it feels like the Lakers could use Len's size on the interior. Redick has to avoid falling for that trap. Len has been a disaster since joining the team after the trade deadline. He fell out of the rotation after 9 games and hadn't played until the last day of the regular season. Against the Blazers on Sunday, Len proved why the Lakers can't have him out there in the postseason. Len fouled out in 14 minutes in the regular season finale, finishing the game with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers. The Lakers were -15 in his minutes. That is in line with his performance this season. Per Cleaning the Glass, the Lakers are 31.8 points per 100 possessions worse with him on the floor than off the floor. The Lakers' strength is their ability to play switchable lineups that can shoot in all 5 positions. Spreading out the Wolves' defense and forcing Gobert to defend out in the perimeter by playing Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura extensive minutes at center is the path to beating Minnesota. That leaves no room for playing Len. Let's see if Redick agrees in his first postseason as a head coach. J.J. Redick, Lakers will rely on Luka Doncic to prepare for playoff series against Timberwolves. In his first year as the Los Angeles Lakers head coach, J.J. Redick surpassed all preseason expectations as he led the team to a 50-win season and the third seed in the Western Conference. It's an impressive feat for Redick given his previous lack of head coaching experience, and Rui Hachimura revealed that he set a goal to win 50 games in the regular season. It was a lofty bar for Redick to climb, but it became even more of a challenge once injuries and changes to the roster occurred. Regardless, Redick was able to overcome those obstacles and is now preparing for his first playoff series. Los Angeles will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 1, an opponent that has the size, length, and defense to give the team trouble. Fortunately, Luka Doncic prevailed over the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals last year, and Redick noted he and the coaching staff will lean on him during their preparation, via Spectrum Sportsnet. In my playing career that happened a lot. There's regular season and there's playoffs, and oftentimes it's not completely different things, but there are nuances to what teams are trying to do against certain opponents. Greg, St. Jean, was on Phoenix last year and got swept by Minnesota. Sorry, Greg. Just stating a fact, so he's got a good level of experience as well. It was literally the thing he said to me as soon as the game was over, so we have a lot of work to do and they're a really good basketball team. Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks dispatched Minnesota in 5 games last year, so he's an excellent resource for Los Angeles to use as it begins its playoff preparations. Doncic is a one-man offensive engine that can generate a good look nearly every time down the floor, so it stands to reason that the Lakers will run everything through him. Fortunately, Doncic will have more help this year as LeBron James and Austin Reeves are more than capable of spelling him when needed. Redick and his staff have their work cut out for them, but there's plenty of reason for optimism as long as Doncic is playing at his peak. Lakers have clear disadvantage against the Timberwolves. Following a wild final day in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers drew the Minnesota Timberwolves as their first-round playoff opponent. The Lakers will now get ready to take on the number 6 Timberwolves, and they will do so with home court advantage in the series. However, the team does enter this series with a clear disadvantage. Due to the restructuring of the roster, Los Angeles hasn't faced Minnesota with their new cast. The two sides did play against each other in March, but the Timberwolves were missing multiple key players. Due to this, the Lakers don't have much prior film to work off of as they prepare for the series. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick weighed in on this fact, offering some talking points. The Timberwolves at least got to see the Lakers at full strength, giving them an advantage over Los Angeles entering the matchup. We had games the last 6-7 weeks where we hadn't played the team since Anthony Davis was on the team and didn't have Luka Doncic. So we have a way of prepping based on previous games against Luka, J.J. Redick said Sunday. We have a general idea of what their rules are, just like they have a general idea of what our rules are. Minnesota enters this series as one of the only teams in the NBA who ranks in the top 10 of both offense and defense. This will give the Lakers some fits, especially due to their overall size throughout the roster. It's a very difficult opponent, Redick said. They've played as well as anyone lately. I believe they're one of 4 teams in the top 10 in offense and defense. So they present a lot of problems. The two sides split the season series at 2-2, with each team taking both games on their home floors. But if the Lakers want to win this series, they may be forced to perform well on the road. Minnesota has been on a roll of late, and could come into this series blazing. This Lakers team is a competent group, but they will need a total team effort if they want to advance to the next round of the playoffs. Stephen A. Smith says J.J. Redick will win championship in near future. I don't consider it bold. Under his leadership, Los Angeles has won 50 games so far in the 2024-25 campaign, with the final outcome of Sunday's season finale still up in the air. This marks the team's first campaign with 50-plus wins since all the way back in the 2019-20 season. That season ended in a title for the Lakers. One person who's particularly impressed with what the Lakers have accomplished under Redick is ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith. He thinks that Redick will win an NBA championship as a coach in the near future. I want to say something, I don't consider it bold at all. J.J. Redick is going to win himself a championship one day as a coach in the near future, Smith said. I think he's proven to be that exceptional and that locked in and that zeroed in. It might not be this year, but with Luka, Doncic, and LeBron James, I can't summarily dismiss them against anybody outside of OKC. What makes the start to Redick's tenure leading the Lakers from the sidelines especially impressive is that he had no prior coaching experience in the NBA before he agreed to hold the coaching reins for one of the most marquee franchises in all of sports. Redick has been able to lead the Lakers to their most successful regular season in quite some time, in part because his team has taken care of business at home. Los Angeles is 31-10 at home this season, one of the best marks in the NBA in that category. The biggest development of the campaign came when the Lakers made a significant mid-season trade. After getting off to a solid start this season, Los Angeles traded for Doncic, who's done his job since coming over. Redick's Lakers have an 18-10 record with him in the lineup. Redick might have a real shot to coach the Lakers to a title as soon as this year. After all, LA has secured the number 3 seed in the Western Conference, and its top 2 players, James and Doncic, aren't lacking in playoff experience. James is a 4-time NBA champion, while Doncic helped the Dallas Mavericks reach the NBA Finals less than 1 year ago.